Bad Company naziv je engleske supergrupe koja je osnovana 1998. godine i koja okuplja četvoricu vrhunskih DJ-a i producenata koji njeguju pravac drum and bass. Među njima je i Michael Wojcicki, poznatiji kao DJ Vegas. Radi se o svjetski priznatom umjetniku koji je nedavno po drugi put nastupio u Tuzli u okviru drum and bass spektakla pod nazivom Bad Taste Night. S Vegasom smo razgovarali nakon tuzlanskog koncerta. Michael, nadam se da si se razbudio jer party u Palmi je završen prije nekoliko sati, tako reći nekad rano jutros. Jesi li uspio posložiti utiske od sinoć?
It was really cool. I mean, the party went well. Everyone had a really good time again. Lots of good vibes, lots of people there, and literally I haven't been asleep yet, and it's midday. Brilliant.
Dakle, ja sam veoma pozitivno iznenađen svim ovim što se dešavalo u proteklih ovih dva dana koliko sam u Tuzli. Također zabava je protekla veoma dobro. Bilo je dosta dobrih poznatih ljudi koji su i prošli puta bili sa nama. Veoma dobra atmosfera. Nažalost, ja se još uvijek nisam uspio naspavati, ali nadam se da će to biti uskoro.
U Tuzlu si došao ponovo zahvaljujući pozivu momaka iz dvojica Fallout i organizacije Different Style. Od kada datira vaša saradnja sa Nedimom, sa Senadom, sa Irfanom?
Well, basically, it's quite a deep one, really. The internet linked us, you know what I mean? Senad's been into like production and everything for a while, and he hit me up on the internet, and like I do actually get hit up loads and loads, and I don't answer people, and I'm a bit like moody with it. I was like, oh, it's too much. And literally, like one day I sat down and I was like, why the fuck am I like that? So I basically opened up my iPad and I was like, and it was a really nice message from Senad. He's like, oh, and it was like 4 months ago, and I hadn't even replied. I just felt rude for a moment. I was just like, you know what? And I went, hello, like, I'm sorry I didn't reply, like, thanks for writing, and just like, did that. And Senad wrote back, he's like, oh wow, I couldn't believe that you wrote. And we started talking and we got on like instantly. And that's just, I guess, something that happens between human beings. Like you either click or you don't, and that's how it is. And like we clicked, we talked about the same things. He's into this, he's into artwork. He's an amazing tattoo artist and I love like artwork. And he's been producing stuff and he's really into that. And he's like, oh, I do this thing. And he started to explain to me about Bosnia, and it touches me, do you know what I mean? That there's areas of people that want to do like things and like, you know, do clubs, and is into the music and all of that. So, you know, and just slowly, like turned into like working pretty much daily. Like we do a lot of artwork, a lot of production, a lot of everything, and it's just, you know, a few years down the line, it just happened like that.
Dakle, desilo se to sasvim slučajno kao jedan mali incident jer Senad je počeo pisati poruke, dakle, pokušavati ostvariti kontakt sa mnom, ali ja uobičajeno, pošto dobivam puno takvih poruka, u to doba sam pogotovo dobio jer sam dosta radio na toj produkciji, bili smo dosta traženi, nisam često odgovarao na takve poruke. Međutim, naknadno sam prolazio kroz svoj inbox ili kroz svoju poštu i vidio sam da nisam odgovorio na poruku već 4 mjeseca. I onda sam se osjećao malo i onako neprijatno. Vidio sam da je jako lijepo pismo i da je u smislu da se pozitivno želi sarađivati, kooperacije da se ostvari. Dakle, ostvario sam taj kontakt sa njim, onda smo nastavili razgovarati, onda je od meni objašnjavao o čemu sve radi, da se bavi muzikom, da radi također kratke male zabave u klubovima u Tuzli, govorio je o Bosni i Hercegovini, zatim je pričao o svojim radovima kao umjetniku, kao dakle, likovnom umjetniku, jer Senad radi veoma dobre tetovaže, mene to isto tako zanima, dakle likovna umjetnost. Tako smo počeli sarađivati i onda sam ja jednostavno ljudski faktor povezanosti proradila među nama i mi danas na toj osnovi sarađujemo i danas tako isto komuniciramo.
Tokom 70-ih i 80-ih Bad Company bio je naziv supergrupe koju su činili članovi nekadašnjih hard rock bendova kao što su Free, King Crimson. Krajem 90-ih vi ste osnovali, da kažemo tako, prvu pravu supergrupu drum and bass. Pa što možemo reći o samim početcima grupe Bad Company?
Right, well, I mean, when we started, we were all like individually doing our own little projects, and like we found the name Bad Company from a comic, It's not actually from the rock group. We were actually ignorant to the fact that there was a rock group in the 70s. We were like 18, 17 years old. We were like, yeah, the comic 2000 AD, yeah, Bad Company, that's a wicked name. So we called ourselves Bad Company. And then we found out there's a group. We were never like trying to copy them or like take their name. It was just coincidence that there happens to be a game and a this and a film and a band and us and lots of people.
Totally different stuff.
Because it's like a catchphrase. So, you know, it's not really a name, it's a catchphrase that they used. So did the game, so did the film, so did us. But besides that point, like, I used to live in Japan before I started doing Bad Company. I was working in a studio, built up a record shop and started doing parties, and I met a few DJs that I brought over to Tokyo, and through them they knew Fresh and other people, and like I got introduced to Dan, and then like got introduced to Darren and Jason, and then we all just decided to be like, yeah, this comic, yeah, we'll do Bad Company and
make a
come
fusion
together, make a fusion, because we were all into what each other person was doing. So there was like a nice mutual respect. It's like, you know, he was good at doing that. Darren and Jason were doing this thing called Future Forces, and they were older than us. So me and Dan were like, oh, they're wicked, yeah, let's do it with them. And I used to do my thing in Japan, and it was like quite a cool thing. And yeah, you know, and we all had this thing where we liked the studio and wanted to make tunes. So it was like, yeah, should we work together? This could be cool. And we got on. And again, it's a click thing, you know.
Same like a human being.
Yeah, it's a human being thing. That's what this all is about. Like, yeah.
Dakle, o ime smo pronašli prije svega iz stripova, pošto je to različito, to je bio rock band, a ono što smo mi radili, što smo željeli da radimo u tim trenucima je bilo totalno drugačije. Nama je to bilo malo smiješno, ali odlučili smo se da uzmemo to ipak ime, ali da nastavimo sa našim novim stvarima. Onda, pošto sam ja živio u Japanu i onda sam se sa tom ekipom povezao, radio sam sa njima, upoznao sam neke DJ-eve, također sa prijateljima iz Britanije, sarađivali smo na toj muzici i onda sam uviđao, bilo nam je zabavno da sve to što radimo jednostavno povezujemo u jednu cijelinu i onda smo skontali da možemo raditi kao band. Dakle, svako od nas je bio dobar u nečemu i onda smo se divili jednostavno u tome. Ti si dobar u upravljanju ovakve vrste muzike, ti si dobar u upravljanju ovakve muzike i skontali smo da trebamo raditi zajedno da možemo postići neke rezultate. Zatim smo ušli u studio, napravili smo jednu fuziju od svega toga, tako je krenula ta produkcija i ono bilo je dobro. Sami nismo isto tako bili svjesni da dobro prolazi kod publike, ali samim tim kako smo mi više radili, tako je publika bivala sve više i više zainteresovana.
Mnogi danas priznati producenti govore da im vaši klasici kao što su pjesme The Nine, Planet Dust i Mole Fire, da su im bili kao neka vrsta inspiracije za muziku koju oni stvaraju.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be what's happened. I don't know how on earth it's like the universe drops it on your lap sort of thing. We went deep inside the machine and we were just experimenting, and that's what the machine spit back out at us. So, yeah, you know, like, it's a chain, it's a musical chain, and it goes right back to the beginning where tribes were doing it thousands and thousands and thousands, if not millions or whatever, years ago. And it's always somebody influencing the next person, the next person, the next person, and then as technology develops around that, it allows you to do a different kind of sound. So we were inspired by like Ed Russian Optical and what was going on at No U-Turn and like a lot of stuff that went through Metalheads, and to be quite honest, the whole scene back to like, for me, 89, 90 sort of thing. So without those people doing it, we wouldn't have done it. And of course, after you do something and it becomes quite big and popular and everyone's like, oh, that's fucking sick, then other people are gonna, you know, be inspired from you, and it's a chain of events. Yeah, so we're happy to be part of that chain. We didn't start the chain.
Dakle, kao što univerzum uvijek donosi neke nove inspiracije i kao što smo svi povezani na svijetu i ono što smo mi bili inspirativni, dakle, godinama i vijekovima prije ono što je prolazilo, također se prolazilo s koljena na koljeno i svako je donosio svoju inspiraciju vezano za nešto prije, tako smo i mi bili inspirisani nekim stvarima, dakle, što se radilo s kraja 80-ih godina, kao što je radio Ed Rush i Optical, dakle, i mi smo pronalazili te neke zvukove koje smo isto tako prilagođavali onim našim stvarnim inspiracijama, onome što smo u tom trenutku radili, i ono što je publika isto tako dobro prihvatala, tako smo radili. Meni je drago da smo mi kao ekipa isto tako dijelili tu inspiraciju sa drugima i da smo bili inspiracija drugima. Da oni će isto tako iz naših materijala, iz naše produkcije uzimati ono što je njima najvrijednije i vjerovatno na osnovu tih iskustava raditi nešto novo.
Evo godine 2008. čitaoci Knowledge magazina vašu su traku The Nine grupe Bad Company proglasili kao najbolju drum and bass traku svih vremena.
We've been asked about it a lot. It's like, yeah, it's been written down as the #1 track of drum and bass, which is quite nice. That's up to everyone else and press and however everyone does their thing.
You start beginning to celebrity, yeah?
Yeah, well, no. No, but yeah, I mean, like, it was a big tune. It really was. What it did to the dance floor, it was doing it on its own. It wasn't forced. It's a natural thing. And it's a faceless thing as well, so it's just the sound that did it. It's not like people are into these like people that are like cool or anything. It's nothing to do with nothing except for what's coming out of the speaker. And yeah, I mean, as well, like a big part of it is Andy C mixing it into like more other amazing tunes, and like that, it's a weird moment in drum and bass because I think it was the sort of most special peak. It has many peaks, but that was like really when people were thinking something special's happening here,
when they
sort of thing. Yeah, and yeah, Andy playing it, mixing it into things, and literally you'd go everywhere, every club, and you'd hear it, and people would react really like in a special way to it. So it was doing its own work, and yeah, after that, you know, it ingrained itself. And it had a longer shelf life than most tunes because it was a DJ tool. You can mix it like into anything and it picks up the other tune. So
and make more value.
Yeah, yeah, and it kind of creates more energy into the mix that you're doing on top of the previous tune. So literally a lot of the music nowadays has got a short shelf life. It's like sounds electronic, gets made this week and thrown away next week, and then there's something else, something else, something else. And somehow it's just ingrained itself into like being one of the tracks in the scene that I guess enhances these new things that get thrown away every week because people mix that into it and suddenly it's
like
something new. Yeah, it's a DJ tool. It's a piece of equipment almost.
Dakle, veoma mu je drago što je ta traka postala i nominovana je, dakle, i objelodanjena je da je ona najbolja drum and bass stvar 2008. godine i posebna draži u tome što kasnije su svi radili na novim aranžmanima, takozvanim remixima. NDC je također radio mnogo varijacija na tu stvar i svaki puta kada bi ušli u klub tih nekih godina, kada je ona bila jako popularna, mogu se da je čujete u raznim oblicima, u raznim aranžmanima i ono, gdje god uđete, bila je kao nacionalna stvar, gdje god uđete možete da je čujete u raznim varijacijama. Također drago mi je što je ona postala jedna od onih glavnih kreativnih snaga u nekom DJ setu, jer i dan danas kada miksate, to je stvar svakog DJ-a, dakle kada miksate svoj set uvijek ubacite ili uvrstite takvu stvar, tu stvar ili nešto slično kako bi podigli njenu vrijednost, ali samu vrijednost tog seta, dakle tog momenta kada se družite s publikom kroz muziku, ta stvar ostaje kao dio opreme.
Grupa Bad Company jedno vrijeme je prekinula s radom, ali nakon ponovnog okupljanja, jedan od većih nastupa imali ste na festivalu Northern Bass na Novom Zelandu, odakle nosite odlične utiske.
Yeah, I mean, this new year we did Northern Bass Festival in Auckland, and yeah, it's massive. Like, it's summertime out there, and everyone's like happy to be outdoors. It's a big outdoor festival, and yeah, brilliant. What can I say?
Bilo je to jedno divno iskustvo, dakle prije svega što je to i Nova godina, što su svi radosni, što su svi veseli, mi smo tu također zajedno, radili smo dobru muziku, zaista jedno lijepo iskustvo, bilo je družiti se sa starom ekipom u ovom festivalu.
You get gassed, you start turning too quick, so just watch the numbers, yeah? Simple things, and let's do this together, everyone! Let's do this together. Listen. 15, 14, 13, 12. You're going too quick.
ovu priliku možemo iskoristiti da predstavimo i tvoju izdavačku etiketu Bad Taste Recordings.
It's actually 10 years old this year in 2017. I started it with Jason in 2007. And literally, like, imagine when you've been given the world and seen everything and you're really into something and would love to nurture new people and give them a chance to do some of the same thing. That's what we made the label for. It's not a money earner, it's not a business thing to make a buck. It's literally pure music on there, and it's always been like that for 10 years. So yeah, it's a pleasure, and it's nice to have watched some of the big names that have ended up big come through the label and go into other things.
Also make them bigger.
Yeah, make them bigger and help artists, help push artists to bigger labels, help spread it around, just like get the music out. And it's been treated with care and good A&R, I hope people would think. And yeah, it is what it is. It's just it's a pleasure. It's like
give chance to other people.
Yeah, give chance to people. And
dakle, 10 godina je 2017. kako je pokrenuta ta izdavačka kuća i oni su uradili dosta na tome i razvili su samim tim ime i brand i sve ostalo. Međutim, to je jedinstvena prilika da i pružimo šansu drugim producentima da izdaju za tu izdavačku kuću, jer samim tim background koji ona nosi vrijednost, samim tim daje mogućnost novim imenima da se predstave. Također i samim tim label, dakle izdavačka kuća raste, ali također i producenti koji izdaju svoje autorska djela na tom labelu ili za tu izdavačku kuću također mogu da dobijaju na vrijednosti. Samim tim to je jedan prostor, jedno vrijeme koje može poslužiti mladim talentima ili novim imenima da se razvijaju, a isto tako to je čisto zadovoljstvo, to nema neki posebno količina novca koji se zarađuju, to je prije svega jedna velika usluga, druženje i šansa za drugi.
Ali se možemo nadati da će Bad Taste Recordings pomoći i nekim domaćim izvođačima, odnosno bosansko-hercegovačkim, koji su objavljivali trake pod etiketom Bad Taste Recordings, kao što su Fallout, kao što je Bilane. Kakva je vaša saradnja sa ovim imenima?
There's a whole bunch of people that are not all from Bosnia. There's people from all over the place, from everywhere. Like, it's nice. The Balkans are coming through. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Fallout, Bilane, and as of quite lately, there's a guy called Felipe, and I can't pronounce his second name, which is quite.
He's from Croatia.
Yeah, he's from Serbia. Yeah. So yeah, he's doing really cool shit. Glad you know.
Yeah, I know that guy. I met him a long time ago, maybe 7 years ago.
He's got the whole thing going on. He's like a cool character. He's really funny. He's wicked, and he's so into the music. It's really cool to see. And like, that's all that like we go around and look at. It like some people are doing it as a fashion, and some people are doing it because they just can't live like without
fashion,
it.
Like a passion.
Yeah, passion or fashion, and like the fashion bit can jog on. Really passionate people, really into what they're doing, and very intelligent. It's for a clever mind to do this sort of stuff. Balkan crew coming in. Yeah.
Da, do sada smo sarađivali sa mnogo njih sa Balkana, također smo sarađivali sa ljudima sa područja cijelog svijeta Europe, ali postoji nekoliko zaista interesantnih momaka, imena koji će u budućnosti, vjerujemo, dati puno više snage tome. Primijetili smo da momak koji se dolazi, Filip Motomunski, dakle, koji dolazi na ovu etiketu, da jako je kreativan, jako je pametan i radi to dosta strastveno. Dakle, postoje producenti koji to rade radi mode, kao što on rekao, for fashion or for passion. Dakle, on zaista radi sa strašću i posebna je draž zaštita sa takvim momcima i sa osobama koje zaista ulažu u sebe, dosta energije posvećuju produkciji svojoj, ali svakako da će ljudi sa Balkana dosta imati prilike da izdaju za našu izdavačku kuću.
Michael, hvala ti što si nakon neprospavane noći ipak izdvojio vrijeme za ovaj razgovor, a mi se, nadam se, vidimo na Bad Taste Night 3.